For centuries, coffee has long been not only one of the most popular beverages, but also one of the top traded agricultural commodities. The first reference of coffee can be found in the mid-15th century in Arabia, but it is believed to date back even before that time. Coffee eventually made its way over to Italy and from there has spread across the world. Coffee is predominantly grown in both Latin America and Africa and can be found in homes across the globe, enjoyed for its unique flavor as well as its energizing abilities.
Originally, I think people were attracted to coffee because of the buzz or the pickup effect that it had. But as time has gone on, I think they look more at coffee as a beverage that they can enjoy. So now they're looking for quality and taste as opposed to the caffeine effects. The attractiveness of the coffee house was more so for business reasons. You had a lot of the business establishment meeting there as opposed to bars serving only alcohol, and over the course of time become the cool thing to do. It's been a source of entertainment. You've found people going there not only for the coffee beverages, but to enjoy music and to continue on with meetings.
The coffee bean, as it is commonly referred, is not an entirely accurate portrayal. The bean is actually a seed, and the seed comes from the coffee berry. These berries come off an evergreen bush of which there are several species. What are some of the variations between these species?
There are two major categories of coffee. There's Arabica and Robusta. The Arabica trees are coffee trees that grow at the higher altitudes. The Robusta trees are those that grow coffee at the lower altitudes. The Arabica beans naturally have about half the caffeine in them that the Robustas carry. The determining factor in what changes the cup profile of these different coffees is not only the different countries that they come from, but also the different climatic things that come into play, such as rainfall, temperature, sunshine, and altitude.
There are two varying ways in which coffee is prepared. One is the traditional way, while the other is a modern style.
The theory of roasting coffee is a simple one. You simply take heat and apply it to green roasted coffee beans, wait for them to change color, and then they're ready to grind and brew. Over the course of time, mechanization has been added to this process where, again, the raw green coffee beans are put into coffee roasters, heat is applied, and when we reach the color we're looking for the particular coffee, they're dumped, ground, and brewed. Some of the methods have gone as far as computerizing the roasters such that you tell it what coffee you're using and the computer goes ahead and runs the machine for you. We view coffee roasting as an art form, and the traditional way gives us a little more flexibility here to use our own senses of sight and smell and hearing to dictate how we roast these coffee beans and reach the end product that we're trying to achieve.
Master roasters realize that each coffee has its own flavor and will roast differently. If roasted improperly, you will not capture the true flavor potential of the coffee.
One of the more important aspects of coffee roasting is what's called cupping, where we actually take samples of roasted coffee and evaluate them for aroma, for taste, for body, acidity, and then determine whether or not we're satisfied with the end point of that particular roast for that coffee.
With so many different varieties of coffee, you will not have a lack of options.
The advice that I would give to folks when they're choosing their coffee is to, number one, try and find a reputable coffee roaster that not necessarily sells more coffee than anybody else, but sells coffee that is roasted consistently from batch to batch to batch. Once you've determined what coffee it is that you like, the brewing process doesn't stop there. You have to be sure that your coffee is ground properly for the type of brewer that you're using. And once you've had your coffee ground properly, you then want to look at the water temperature. You want your water to be between 195 and 205 degrees. And once that coffee has come through the brewer, you want to remove it immediately from any heat that has been designed to keep that coffee hot. Keeping your coffee on a hot plate just will continue to brew that coffee, and you'll end up with a burnt taste over the course of time.